1,350 tons of steel, a 32 million barrel, and 47 kilometers of shooting range. It took 4,000 workers just to set it up, and another 1,000 soldiers to operate it. We duck deep into the archives to bring you the story of this monstrosity, a megalomaniac weapon commissioned by no other than Adolf Hitler himself. But unlike many of his rather delusional projects, this one was actually brought to life. Heavy, Gustav was deployed in battle. Fern, 1937. Adolf Hitler is neck-deep in preparations for his war, but one thing is keeping him up at night. The MGI No line along the French-German border, a massive array of heavily armed and fortified concrete strongholds to break through the solid line of defense. He needs something new, something big, so he orders Krupp Steelworks, the weapons forge of the German Reich, to build the largest cannon the world has ever seen. Hitler wants it to be ready by 1940. The project is top secret. Under no circumstances must the plans fall into the hands of the enemy. Internal documents refer to the cannon only as the Gustav device. Choosing cute names for heavy artillery is a long-standing German tradition. Other examples are KL Mortar or Big Bertha. Spring 1940. Hitler is eager to finally invade France, ideally with his new superweapon leading the way. But Heavy Gusta is not ready yet, and the Führer is Fury. Yes, sorry. In the end, the Nazis decide to bypass the Magel line altogether by invading France through the densely wooded Ardennes in Belgium. A year later, the cannon is finally ready. It's a railway gun designed to move along twin sets of parallel tracks. It weighs 1,350 tons and rolls on 40 axles and 80 wheels. It stretches nearly 50 meters long and stands as tall as a 4-story building. Its caliber has a diameter of 80 centimeters. The ammo shells weigh up to 7 tons each. This is one of them, a tank-busting projectile capable of tearing through 6 m of reinforced concrete. And this is you working on a beach with Nesk. Nesk is a remote access software that lets you connect to your computer from anywhere, securely, smoothly, and quickly. It literally feels like you're sitting right at the machine. It's ultra-fast with near-zero latency, so there's no annoying lag file transfers happen directly, no cloud delays, no Metlan. It works on almost everything. Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android, etc. And with 99.98% uptime, your connection is rock solid. No matter where you are, you can troubleshoot your grandma's old PC transfer files, or say remotely EDID. That's how we use AnyDesk. It's just a game changer when you need a powerful machine for your work, but want to chill here or here or here. For change, the applications are limitless. Try AnyDesk today. It's completely free for personal use. Just go to n.com, Fern, or scan the QR code on screen. Okay, back to Heavy Gustav tests are run to probe its unprecedented destructive power. Each shot leaves craters up to 32 meters deep and just pulverizes massive concrete walls. But by the time the cannon is ready, France has already fallen. Fortunately, at least for Hitler, there's still another Battlefront 1942. The Nazis have conquered vast stretches of the Soviet Union as part of Operation Barbarossa. But the Soviet forces are still fiercely holding on to one particular place, Casto, then known as the world's strongest fortress. The city is defended by over 100,000 Russian soldiers, shielded behind 5 meters of concrete walls, or hidden in bunkers buried 30 meters underground. Hitler desperately needs a win, and Heavy Gusta could be the key to breaking through. But getting the massive cannon onto the battlefield is no simple task. G has to be disassembled, loaded onto 5 separate trains, carrying a total of 100 cars, and dragged through Poland once it reaches the front. The next challenge is finding the perfect spot to set it up. Reconnaissance planes are sent to scout the ideal firing position. It has to be far enough from enemy artillery to stay out of range, Eventually, they settle on a site about 25 kilometers from SI. To setting Gusta up is no small feat. Either soldiers have to lay 1,200 m of railway tracks. And there's a unique challenge, the so-called firing curve. The barrel itself can't be rotated to attack new targets. Two massive diesel locomotives have to carefully shift the entire weapon along the tracks to adjust its aim. Secrecy is critical too. Soldiers have to build artificial hills and trenches to camouflage the weapon and keep it hidden from enemies. But Heavy Ghosta also has to remain invisible from above, which is why the Nazis have brought a 500-man special unit called the Smoke Troop. If need be, they can shroud the entire area in a thick cloud of smoke to conceal the weapon from enemy aircraft. All in all, the operation requires over 5,000 people, laying tracks, assembling the cannon, maintaining guarding and camouflaging it, creating smoke screens, and ultimately operating the gun, an enormous effort for a single weapon. Unsurprisingly, Nazi propaganda touts the cannon as a marvel.